Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers. I have just defeated a goblin camp, which has completed my objective. Now all I have to do is return to town, and we get our money. Unfortunately, we lost yet another Mouse's Cadet, and that has meant that goblins have cost me more company members than any other foe. We have a bunch having been lost to Goblin Wolf Riders, and our most recent loss, Conrad the Cruel, one of my favorite band members, cut down by a Goblin Skirmisher. So goblins are kind of a rival of our company at this point. We're probably going to try and kill them on sight, but with that being said, it's now time to reorganize the company. Now, we do have some injuries. Actually, nothing permanent except for this guy. Well, not permanent, temporary. So, pierce leg muscle here. So, defense and initiative dropped a little bit. We still have the fatigue effect going on, exhausted effect going on with a couple of members, but I don't expect that will last too much longer. And I also have a level up to do, so we might as well do that. He's going to level up to 5. Wow, good for him. Now, I believe we've recovered the armor. Yeah, we did. And I also point out, I really appreciate the comments I've been getting from some of the viewers. They really helped me out with this game. This being my first playthrough, I've been learning quite a lot from you guys. And apparently there is a way to sort items, which is this button right here. So that helped me out quite a bit. One of you putting that in the comments, because I've been wanting that feature for quite some time. In any case, the level up. Let's go ahead and do that. So I definitely want defense. Unfortunately, we didn't roll particularly well there. I think I'm going to take the range defense. And then I am definitely going to take melee skill, because we did roll well there. And then I think I'm also going to take fatigue, as we also rolled pretty good for that. So I think that's not a bad level up. Get a little bit of melee skill, get a little bit of defense, and some fatigue as well. So that's good for me. Now we need our perks. So this guy took Shield Expert. We could take the Spear Mastery. Okay, Spear Wall is no longer... Yeah, this is just a no-brainer. Spear Wall is no longer disabled once an opponent managed to overcome it. I've seen this in the past. What usually will happen is an enemy will, with a shield usually, will put up a shield wall and walk into my Spear Wall, hoping to break it. Because if you miss, then the Spear Wall goes down. This makes that not the case, so you can't get swarmed by guys. This I very much want, especially on the flanks. So we're going to take the Spear Mastery. I think that's a very powerful skill if you're going to be using spears. Alright, so we have our level up taken care of. This is actually one of our better men at this point. As a matter of fact, I almost kind of wonder, is he better than this man? It's pretty darn close between the two. And we took Spear Mastery here too, so, you know, we're getting there. And we also took the Shield Expert, so pretty happy with that. Now, as far as injuries go, we do have a temporary injury, pierce leg muscle. So melee, defense, initiative, and we still have exhaustion that we're going to have to get over. All right, well, let's get out of here. I don't want to get involved in any more combats because of all the injuries we picked up, and we are down a member. We lost all our war dogs, so that's kind of a downside too. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I do want to take a look at our equipment. So first off, our archer. Do we get better bows available to us? So the one we're using right now is a hunting bow. So that's 40 to 60 damage versus 25 to 40. So the goblin bow is not particularly well, at least not these ones, better than what we had. Unless it has that poison effect. Doesn't look like it does. That might be a special thing with goblins. And then we have... Oh, is there really a difference between these other than... Oh, okay, I see. It's a little bit more durable. But outside of that, it looks like they're about the same. Just for my own curiosity, I'm going to equip this. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything mentioning poison. Any poison effect that it might have. So that must be something that is unique to the goblins themselves. Alright, so let's take a look at their other weaponry. So this is counted as a sword slash dagger. And and it does 20 to 30, which is not particularly good. The Falcon, I mean. How do you pronounce that? Is it Falcon or Falcon? Well, either way, 35 to 45 versus 20 to 30. As a matter of fact, a normal dagger isn't too far off of that. Yeah. Alright, so these weapons aren't particularly good, I don't think. Any other weapons we pick up from these goblins? None that I'm seeing. Yeah, so we'll probably be selling all of these. And then the bows as well, because they don't seem like they're that great. Okay, well, let's get out of here. And I'm going to move over this way, and we'll try and walk through the woods at this point. I think it might be somewhat of a narrow point. And it's midday, so I don't know if we're going to have to really worry about, although the goblins are coming this way, so... Alright, so that track. So this is kind of a narrow point. We might encounter something in the woods. I hope not. For my party's sake. Okay. So we're going to just go back the way we came, trying to stick into open country as much as possible so we get the best speed we can go. We're going to avoid whatever this is. I don't think I've encountered these enemies, unless I'm just misunderstanding what the description is. They could just be zombies. I forget what the name... They might call the zombies something different in this game, not just calling them zombies. But so far, we're getting through okay. It's going to be night soon, though, so we want to get out of this area. We might stop in Adler Walk. Just, we might get some dogs to replace the ones we lost. But also, B, get out of the dangerous areas. Get close to a town. Okay, so we do have a faction contract when we get around to it. Marauding Greenskins probably has something to do with that. I'm not going to be able to trade with these guys, though. I think what we'll do, though, is just camp. Because we do have injuries to overcome. Especially this one. I definitely want to get rid of this as soon as possible. So let's just camp out the night. Okay, so it's morning now. Break camp. Go into the town. Okay, so the kennel is really where I want to go. Unfortunately, they have not replenished their supply. But we can at least go into the marketplace and sell the junk we don't want. So, sell that, sell that, sell that. Okay, I don't think I want this pickaxe. Not sure about the Morning Star. Get rid of all of this. Curiosity, what's better, a Morning Star or a flail? It looks like they're pretty comparable. Although a flail is worth a lot more. Damage is about the same. The big bonus of the flail is the chance to hit head, but they do pretty well, I mean, this has more max damage, but this has better minimum damage. And it ignores more armor than this does. So, I would say pretty close. I'm actually half tempted to use that on somebody. Have somebody carry it, I mean. Curious as to what the skills are with a Morning Star. Probably stun would be my guess, which is not necessarily a bad trait to have. Oh, and then we have the shields. I think I already decided we don't want these. I mean, the big benefit is they don't cost you that much fatigue. I mean, if you compare a buckler, this is better than a buckler by far and away. As a matter of fact, we'll just sell that. Yeah, bucklers are definitely looking a lot better. I'm sorry, the wooden skirmisher shield. The big difference would be the buckler's a little bit more durable, so it could take more hits. Although you do have a reinforced skirmisher shield, but of course that starts to bring up the fatigue number, so it's only very slightly more durable too. It's about the same as a buckler. Just gives you a little bit more range defense. I think we're going to get rid of all of these because we were just using standard shields and those are better anyway. We also have quite a few shields at this point, to the point that I think we're going to start selling some of them. Because we only use 7 men up front. We have more than 7 shields, and we have 7 shields already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, we are going to have the one man that went down, so we're going to need a shield in reserve, but I figure let's sell a couple more of these shields. We can always get more shields, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. Okay. Let's resort our equipment here. Alright, we have more arrows than we'll ever need, probably. I could always go archer, though, so I probably should keep some of these around. Okay, well, I'm going to sell this one hooked blade. And we'll keep the other 2 around. I'll get rid of one of the military picks. Not really sure. I mean, it goes through armor really well. But otherwise doesn't do a ton of damage. Well, we'll sell one. Alright. That's good enough for now. Ooh, we got one of these, huh? Bundle of spiked bolas. So we have a couple throwing weapons if we ever want to go that route. I'm gonna hang on to them for now, but I'm not gonna use them, I don't think. Okay, well, we sold our stuff. Let's leave. And there's no dogs to hire, so we'll leave. Okay. Let's go back on the road and get to where we need to go. I think we're going to come back to Adlerwalk and do along the way. You notice that you notice the mutt a few miles back, and a few miles forward, he's still there, bobbing and slinking in and out of sight. A mongrel such as he doesn't follow a band of dangerous men for no reason. Maybe someone is feeding it. Okay. The company needs a mascot, take it in. That sounds like the best option. Hey, we need more dogs, right? But yeah, I'm not going to chase the mongrel away, and I'm not going to put it down. So, company needs a mascot, take it in. You decide to take a chunk of meat and approach the dog. It is skittish at first, backing away on your approach, but the aroma you have in hand is an alluring one to be sure. The mongrel slinks back toward you, pausing here and there, eyes flicking in search of an ambush. You can see a barrel of ribs on the dog, many days on the road having given the pup a gaunt frame. Its ears are stitched up and its tail bolted with signs of battle. This here animal knows how to fight, and that's just what it'll be doing for you from now on. You gain Battle Brother. Oh, interesting. Welcome to the company. So we just got a free war dog. Lovely. Alright, that's going to be your war dog. If it's going to be our mascot, I figure might as well go to where the banner is. Okay, well that's nice. We were looking for a dog anyway. Alright, let's get back on the road. And out of curiosity, because we did a job, I don't think it's been cleared. I want to take a look at how House Krieger feels about me. Yeah, so I want to see what they feel about me once I get this job done. Okay. Duke Fritz von Krieger laughs when he sees you come in with the goblin head. Hell, man, don't be bringing those in here. Give them to the dogs. He's a bit drunk. You're not sure if he's elated that you were successful or if he's just naturally merry with a bit of ale in him. Your payment was hick 2870 crowns, right? You think to alter the details, but a guard outside looks in on the talks and shakes his head. Oh well, looks like it was 2870 crowns then. Okay, they no longer have... Oh, Adlerwalk. Okay, so that affected Adlerwalk. They no longer have marauding greenskins. I don't remember exactly what that did, but crowns well deserved. Alright, we do need to hire men. We also have a two skull contract. I kind of wonder if we went to Adlerwalk, this would be the same contract or not. But I figure we might as well keep with these faction noble jobs if they're going to be paying this kind of money. Let's take a look at our result, though. Just a very slight uptick. Okay, well, we'll keep on it. Out of curiosity, what does it say here? Determine whether they'll fight or deal peacefully with you and the willingness to hire you for contracts as well as the prices they give you and so on. Relations increase when working successfully for faction and so on and so forth. Okay, so mostly if we continue to work with the same faction, we'll continue to get more money from them. All right, let's see what band of men we got. So we've got a miner, a day taller, which I have been hiring a bunch of them in the past. 90 crowns is pretty cheap. We have another one here that's 130. Now, he doesn't have any equipment, which isn't necessarily a bad call or a bad thing, but I think I actually want to hire somebody a little bit more expensive. We might go back to Adlerwalk just to see who there is to hire there, because probably something I should have done anyway, but for now, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to hire that man. And marketplace. Let's see what we got going on here. We could buy some cheese. It does last 11 days, so it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal if we bought some. And they sell it for a good price here. So, yeah, we'll buy some. Why not? I don't think there's anything else worth buying here. So, I think we just leave. All right, let's come back over here and see what there is as far as hiring people. And if there's nobody cool, I might go over to this town, a bigger town, and we might find a contract there. But we know that there's a contract in Adlerwalk, so it might be worth going over that way. And it is a bigger town anyway, so we might see some interesting recruitables. And now that they don't have the greenskin thing, they might have dogs available too. So I think there's a number of reasons why we'll want to come this way. Okay, so let's see if they have any dogs. They do. All right. I figure we just go for the armored ones. We got one that wasn't armored that we're going to take for free. But before I do that, I just want to see who's hireable. So we've got a militiaman. Militia. Anyone that's been in the militia will have received at least some basic training in matters of combat. He also is a level 2 man. I think this is a good call. We'll hire him. He comes with some equipment on him, but we're more than likely going to upgrade him. And we'll sell the weapon he's carrying. So, yeah, I don't think that's a bad call. We also have a Houndmaster. What is a Houndmaster? Houndmasters are used to handle dogs of war. Okay, well, sounds nice, but no thank you. Another Houndmaster here. Yeah, I think we take the militiaman. He's already going to be ready for combat, and that's not too bad of a price for us anyway. So let's hire him. Okay, let's see what he's like. Hopefully he's a good man. Okay, so he's got no special traits, and combat skills are not particularly great. One positive I see is that he has a lot of stars and fatigue, something we could improve pretty quickly. All right, so first things first, let's start getting him some better armor. And he's going to need a shield as well. And then we need him a weapon. All right, we'll give him a hand axe. When guys don't have that great of combat skills, I usually like to go that route. He is pretty good in defense, so, you know, I actually have to factor in the shield, don't I? Yeah, the shield kind of modifies that, so he's actually not really particularly good. He does have a level up, though, so let's go ahead and give that to him. So first things first, we're going to give him that fatigue because he got a really good roll there. He also got a really good roll in initiative, which I don't think I'm going to take. I think we take the melee skill, even though it is a 2, and we take the range defense because it's a 3, which isn't bad. All right, that's going to be his level up. And then as far as his perks go, I think we give him a recovery. That's a good standard up close and personal kind of upgrade. And even with that 5 fatigue, the equipment he has is pretty heavy, so he's being quite a bit affected by that. Right, our men are on their way to recovery as far as injuries. Okay, let's get those dogs now. So, just buy all 3. Now, they did consume a lot of our money, but I think it's worth it. And I think we're better off than we were before we did that. Let's go to stash. Okay, you're gonna get... I guess it doesn't matter which one we do. Jaws the War Dog. You're gonna get Rock the War Dog. And then finally, you are gonna get Gruff the War Dog. Alright, we're good to go. Let's resort our stuff. We have a lot of armor in the kitty. I think we should probably sell at least one of these, if not 2 of these, I would say. I mean, we've got Gambesons in reserve. I could probably sell all of these except for the Rugged Surcoat. So, you know what? Let's go to the market here, and I'll sell all of these. I'll keep one of these in reserve, but I'll sell one. So we'll sell all these, and then boop. Okay. That's not too bad. We got ourselves a nice level 2 man. Okay. I don't know if I should take this contract or wait until the one guy is no longer injured. I mean, he could get better in 1 to 4 days. I have no idea what this job's going to be. We could camp up and... Where are we in the day? We're midday. We could either camp up and wait, or we could come over here and see what's going on over here. But there's no guarantee there's going to be a job there. I figure, why not? Why don't we just take this job? If it comes down to it, we could always put that guy in reserve. Not that I would really care to do that, but let's see what we've got. Duke Fritz von Krieger puts a finger to a map. I need you to go here. He trails the finger to another location. And then to here. 1 long patrol. You kill anything that thinks it owns the roads that doesn't carry the Krieger name. Do be sure to take their heads, though. I will not be paying you to take a vacation. I'll be paying you for each trophy you bring me on your return within 7 days. Interesting. How much are we talking about? Okay, 60 crowns per head you return with, another 410 when the job is done. Alright, so let me think about that. If we killed, I don't know, let's say 10 men, that would be about 1,000 gold. We need to be paid more for this. Reasonable, you'll be paid, oh, so you gave me a whole 30 crowns. Alright, I'll accept it. I just want to see what this job is like. Okay, patrol the road to Schweikhof, Sandorf. Patrol the road to Adlerwalk. Burn 7 days. Okay. I accept this contract. Alright. To leave. So. Sandorf. Schweikhof. Alright, so it looks like we have, like, a set route that we have to take. So, patrol to the road here. Get paid for every head you collect on the road. 0 of 30, so 30 is the maximum that we can get, apparently. Return within 7 days. Get 60 crowns per head. Up to 30. Alright, well, that's a lot of men. Okay, well, let's get going. I mean, they give me a lot of time to do this. Sandorf. It looks like that's just the route here and then back. Could be wrong, but guess we'll find out. So nothing yet. How are we on that one man? 1 to 4 days. He might not be better in time for the fight. Okay, at Schweikhoff. First leg of the patrol is finished. Now you've to move on to the next one. You inform the men as much and they groan. You also inform them that you're not paying them to bitch, but they groan at that too. Okay, they have safe roads. Move on. Okay, so we can, what does that do? The roads leading here have been reasonably safe of late, which allowed for many a profitable trade to be made and the settlement to prosper somewhat. Alright, well, let's see what that means. Nothing really. As a matter of fact, prices look like they've gone up, if anything. Okay. What about the armorer? I mean, this is something we're going to want to buy in the near future, is armor, because we're going to want to bring up the armor numbers we're getting. Out of curiosity, with what we have, so that's 9 for 140. So, from what I'm seeing here, this would be 8 for that same 140 armor. So in a way, this is better. And then we also have this, which is pretty good too. 130, and it's only 7 fatigue. So you're only a little bit off. That might be a worthy purchase. What is our relationship like with this town? I mean, I would imagine it's pretty good. Yeah, that's as good as it's going to get. Alright, well, you know what? I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. I'll take a look at maybe buying some armor here because we have this objective to get 3 of our men with 230 plus durability and armor and helmets. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.